digital courses are an incredible way to create passive income. Once you've put in the work to create your course, you can sell it over and over again without having to trade more of your time. I'm Amy Porterfield, ex-corporate girl turned CEO of a multi-seven-figure business. But it wasn't all that long ago that I lacked the confidence, the budget, and the time to focus on growing my small but mighty business. Fast forward past many failed attempts and lessons learned, and you'll see the business I have today. One that changes lives and gives me more freedom than I ever thought possible. One that used to only exist as a daydream. I created the Online Marketing Made Easy podcast to give you simple, actionable, step-by-step strategies to help you do the same. If you're an ambitious entrepreneur or one in the making who's looking to create a business that makes an impact and a life you love, you're in the right place, friend. Let's get started. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Online Marketing Made Easy. Today, we're diving into a question that I get asked all the time. Why should I create a digital course? Or should I create a digital course? And let me tell you, creating a digital course can be a game changer for your business and your life. Whether you want to add a digital course to your existing business, you want to start a business with a digital course, you want to mix things up and throw a digital course into the mix one way or another, let me tell you, it's a game changer. Now, if you've been listening to my podcast for a while, you know that I will shout that from the rooftops, not just because I've had immense success with that. I don't think that's enough for me to be talking about it for the last 15 years, right? Now I talk about my students and what they've done and what they've been able to create because of their digital courses. It's so beyond me now. But again, I'll shout their stories from the rooftops any day because I know what it does. Now, ultimately, like at the end of the day, I've seen it transform their lives, their businesses. And because that is such a big statement that a digital course can transform your life and your business, and I mean it, because that's such a big statement though, I want to make sure I back it up. So today I want to share with you some of the top reasons why you should consider creating a digital course for yourself. But first, let's talk about who should be thinking about creating a digital course. Through my years of experience, I've identified 4 main types of people who can really benefit from a course. So see if you can find yourself in these 4 different types of people. Number 1, you're working a 9-to-5 job, but you have an entrepreneurial spirit. You're someone who works hard at their job, but deep down, you are dreaming of more freedom, more money, more impact. Is that you? Or number 2, you are a service provider and you've hit a ceiling in terms of income and impact. Maybe you're a website designer and there are only so many hours in a day and you can't possibly serve enough clients to make the kind of revenue that you really desire. So maybe that's you and you're thinking, okay, I like what I do, but this is not going to be enough for where I want to go. Now, number 3, either you are a budding entrepreneur and the way you've started building your business just isn't working. It just feels too hard and you don't necessarily love it. Or maybe you're a more seasoned entrepreneur. You're not a budding entrepreneur, but you are maxed out on clients, meaning maybe you're a coach or a consultant and you are absolutely trading time for money and you do not want to be doing that. So you're either this entrepreneur who started a business and the way you're doing business isn't working, so you want to change your business model, and a digital course could do just that. Or you're a coach or consultant trading time for money, which is a lot of budding entrepreneurs as well. And you know that you're always going to hit a ceiling, right? Just like the service provider, you're always going to hit a ceiling with that. And then number 4, maybe you're an expert or some kind of professional looking to diversify your income streams. So maybe you're a teacher or a lawyer or a chef or a fitness instructor. This could really be anyone who has something that they could teach, but the way you're making money right now, it limits you. You're not as excited as you once were. So you want to add a digital product to the mix so that you can keep doing what you do best. And let's say you're a teacher, but you're also going to add in an additional stream of income to the mix just based on your existing skills to make more money. I've seen it in so many different ways. I've seen people add digital courses to their existing businesses. I've seen people start businesses with digital courses. I've seen it all. And I'm talking, I've seen success. That's the most important part, right? So hopefully you saw yourself in one of those examples, because once you've identified if a digital course could work for you, then it's time to dive into the good stuff. And I'm going to give you 7 reasons why creating a digital course is such a powerful move. So first and foremost, digital courses are an incredible way to create passive income. Once you've put in the work to create your course, you can sell it over and over again without having to trade more of your time. So if you think about it, you create this digital course and then you get it out into the world and you launch it for the first time. That's the hardest part of it all, getting it created and launched for the first time. You don't know what you don't know. You're going to make mistakes. It feels really awkward. That first time for everyone, it's not the prettiest thing, but it's essential. And I always say that first launch of your digital course is as much for you as it is for your students, because you're learning as you go. And after that first one, boom, you're off to the races because you learned so much in the doing. And I think that part is really important. So with that, you put the work into creating the course and launching it. Now, let's say 3-4 months down the road, you're ready to do it again. You are not starting from scratch. You already have a digital course. Sure, you can tinker and play with it to make it better, but I'd rather you, if it's getting results, keep the course the way it is. And I'd rather you tinker and play around with the marketing message, the webinar, your social, make it better, change it up, get that messaging right. I'm always tinkering with my marketing, but usually my course, I don't update my course, but every 2 years. I usually go through the course and see what I want to change and make better, but it stands usually for a good 2 years. That is a long time for a product that you can sell over and over again. And then when I update it, I then launch it again. I've been launching the same course multiple times a year since 2019. That's a long time. And I've just gotten better and better at it. So my revenue and my impact for my students has also increased. So yeah, I could talk about that one forever and ever, but the whole goal is to create it once and then launch it over and over again. And also with that, imagine waking up to sales notifications while you sleep, because that absolutely is the power of a digital course. Meaning that if you do launch it over and over again and you want to move to an evergreen model, meaning you're not live, you're not doing live webinars or you're not live on social media, but everything's pre-recorded, that's evergreen. That literally is making money while you sleep. I used to not believe that was possible until I saw it firsthand. I'm like, oh, that actually is a real thing. So you could turn your digital course into evergreen as well. Okay. Secondly, digital courses allow you to scale your impact. So instead of working with clients one-on-one, you can reach hundreds or even thousands of students with your knowledge all at once. It's a beautiful way to help more people and make a bigger difference in your industry. Another compelling reason to create a digital course is that it establishes you as an authority in your field. This one's a big one that I don't think we talk about enough. So when you package your expertise into a comprehensive course, it positions you as the go-to expert on that topic. And what happens is this leads to more opportunities, speaking engagements, even higher paying clients. So what I love, and this happens all the time, I have lots of my students who are coaches and consultants. Let's take the coach. So they're a life coach and they work with their students one-on-one, but there's only so many hours in a day and so many clients they can service in a day. And you could really burn yourself out as a coach if you do too much coaching in a day, right? You take in all their challenges, all their problems. It's rough. So a lot of my students who are coaches, they continue to be coaches. They love being coaches, but they also create a digital course, whether on the same topic they coach about or maybe a different topic, but still aligned. So they sell their course, but they also do their coaching. But now they do less coaching and they charge a premium price. I see it all the time. So now they start to love their coaching more. They're making more money with their coaching while doing less of it, but then also selling their digital course. The coach has a coaching business and a course, but the course is now getting out to way more people than they would ever be able to coach one-on-one, right? And it's building their authority. They're becoming known as a coach in a specific area. That's important. So if you were in a group of entrepreneurs and you said, and this is not ego, this is years of experience and staying in my lane. But if you were in a group of entrepreneurs and people that know about courses, and you said, I want to create a digital course, do you know anyone who could teach me how to create and launch a course? I can guarantee you my name is going to come up in that room. And the reason for that, if it's people that know online business, it's not like my sister who is a teacher in second grade, she doesn't live in this world. So she doesn't know who the players are. But if someone's in the entrepreneurial world, they know the players and my name will come up. And the reason for that is because I am known for something. I have a program that I promote every single year. I get people results and people start talking about it to their friends. I stayed in my lane long enough and I became known for something because of the digital course I sell. That is not only profitable, that creates a lot of confidence. My confidence has grown over the years because of knowing that my name is being brought up in the right circles because I've stayed with this course for so long. There's just something magical about that. So fourth is a digital course business also offers incredible flexibility. So you can create and sell your course from anywhere in the world, giving you the freedom to work on your own terms. Plus, your students can learn at their own pace, making it a win-win for everyone involved. It's amazing the stats that I see about, I think it was like 74% of people that were surveyed said they would much rather learn from an online course than in a classroom setting. I think that is just like a given. That number is just going to climb to 100% sooner than later. And so people are wanting to go at their own pace. They're wanting to learn from the comfort of their own home. And I think COVID really changed the game where people who would normally not take a course to learn how to do something, they would go to like a studio to learn piano, or they felt like they needed to be on the tennis court to learn tennis. And then COVID happened and all these courses came out to teach people how to do things and they never have to leave their home. Now, sure, once you learn it, let's say tennis, you need to get out on the court at some point or another, but there's things you can learn through a video course. And so that whole world exploded even more around COVID and has just continued to climb. So people want to learn from a course. Okay. Now, number 5, we can't forget about the low barrier to entry. So unlike traditional business models, creating a digital course doesn't require a huge upfront investment. So with a computer and internet connection and your expertise, you can literally get started. I have seen people, they have literally not saved a bunch of money to start their business, but they've just got to leave their 9-to-5 job. So they don't have a big nest egg. They leave their 9-to-5 job knowing they don't have money coming in and they better make this work. And they start to put it together, realizing there's a lot of free or very inexpensive tools to help you create your very first course on a very tight budget. I've seen it done over and over again. So I feel like that is a big selling point for creating courses. Okay, another reason why you should create a digital course is that creating a digital course helps you diversify your income streams. I talked about this earlier, right? The types of people that should be creating courses. If you want to diversify your income streams, I am so glad that you are here. So if you're currently relying solely on, let's say, one-on-one client work or a 9-to-5 job, a course can provide an additional revenue source, giving you more financial stability and freedom. I don't know about you, but I feel like that is such a win-win. So you don't have to leave your 9-to-5 job to make this work. I think eventually when your course is really successful, you will want to. My favorite call is when a student who has been in a 9-to-5 job and they've created a course and they've done the hard work to get it out into the world and they've been doing it for a while and they say, Amy, I'm leaving my 9-to-5 job because I'm going all in with my business. And that business was started with a digital course. I live for those moments. And they're not rare, my friend, because I've been doing this for a while. I've seen it happen many, many times. Okay. Lastly, number 7, digital courses provide an opportunity to build a community around your expertise. So your students become part of your world, leading to these beautiful long-term relationships and potential future business opportunities. And let me tell you, my student community, it means everything to me. I recently had this really special experience where, for the very first time in 15 years, I decided to do a mastermind, 20 female entrepreneurs. So it's only 20 women. And so I couldn't bring in a lot of people because we do some in person sessions. And it's something that I've been thinking about for a while and just was never ready to do it. And then I decided, okay, I'm going to do it. And many of the women who I chose to join this mastermind, they've been with me since the start of their digital course journey, meaning they've been in my community, some as long as like 2015, 2016, 2017. They came into my world when I had a program called Courses That Convert and Webinars That Convert, like way back when. And then many of them took Digital Course Academy in 2019, 2020, and they've been building their businesses ever since. And they've gotten to the $1 million mark and they're ready to scale their business. And that's where kind of the mastermind picks up. That's so cool that they've been in my community that long. Like I got to get on calls with these women to see if they were a good fit. And just hearing about their stories and knowing I've known them for so many years and watched them, what they've been able to do, it's just such a beautiful thing. So building a community that is going to be with you year after year, I don't think there's anything like it. The connections I've made, the transformations I've witnessed, and the impact that we're able to create as a team for other people building businesses, I didn't know it could get this good. And so I feel so fortunate to be a part of that. So community with digital courses, I don't talk about it enough. It's a really special part of the experience. Okay, so now, some of you might be thinking, but Amy, courses, yes, you've been talking about them forever. We get it. You're a big fan. But isn't the market saturated? Is there really room for more courses? Or you might be thinking like, is there room for my course, Amy? And I've got to assure you, yes, that's actually low vibe thinking. Few of you might roll your eyes and say, Amy, no, that's like a really valid thing to think. Like this could be a saturated market. I think it's thinking small. I think it's thinking with a lack of abundance. And the reason I can identify it that way and stand in confidence in that is because I've absolutely been there. I've absolutely felt that way. And so with that, I just feel as though thinking that the market's too saturated is not going to serve you, but thinking, how can I come out with a course as my authentic self, teaching in my unique way with my unique perspective and experiences and teaching style that no one has but you? When you realize I'm just going to do it my way and I know that I'll find my people, I think that's a game changer. So I will say to build a successful digital course and launch it, so much of it is the strategies I can teach you, the funnels I could teach you to create, the messaging that you got to get right. Like there's so much I could teach you and you'll nail it. But there's a huge component of your mindset, believing you can do it, even though you don't have proof, remembering that there's room for you. There's over 7 billion people in this world. You can find your small audience, remembering that out of all the people online, if 100 people online bought a $500 course from you, you just made a whole lot of money. 100 people. That's $50,000. That's wild, right? And so I really do believe that we have to think bigger and be really careful of the thoughts that do not serve us, because that's part of the game with building a business just in general. So whether you're that corporate professional and you're dreaming of being an entrepreneur, or you're a service provider looking to scale, a budding entrepreneur seeking just a smarter way to do business, or an expert, a seasoned expert, and you're wanting to diversify your income, creating a digital course could be your ticket to the next level of success and impact. And before we wrap up, I've got something special for you. I've created a quiz that's called The 3 Types of People Who Are Replacing Their Income with a Digital Course. Are you one of them? So this quiz is going to ask you some questions about who you are and what you want to do. And from there, we'll tell you if you are the type of person, based on your responses, that is right and ready to create a digital course. And if not, the quiz will tell you what to do instead. I love this quiz because it will absolutely give you clarity and the next steps to get going if you are ready and right for a digital course. So amyporterfield.com/quiz. That's where you go. amyporterfield.com/quiz. It takes just a few minutes, and I can't wait to hear about your results. So if you want to tell me about your results, just go to @amyporterfield on Instagram, send me a DM. I want to hear from you. So again, the quiz is really quick, but it's very informative and will give you your marching orders. So amyporterfield.com/quiz. All right, my friend, I hope you love this shorty episode. And if so, grab the link to this episode and share it with an entrepreneurial friend that could also get a lot of value. And maybe they're thinking about creating a course, and the two of you could keep each other accountable. So grab that link, send it to a friend. I'd be forever grateful. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you on Thursday for more entrepreneurial goodness. Bye for now.